I was recently asked at an event whether sitting on a board was a good retirement plan. Now, the short answer to that is no, but I thought I'd share with you the long answer. And fundamentally, I'm not sure that finding something to do in retirement equals sitting on a board. I'm assuming, of course, that retirement means a little bit more free time to yourself, a little bit less risk, less stress, and perhaps some pocket money. So why do I say the answer's no? First of all, I think your motivation for joining a board, any board at any time in your life, should be about commitment to the purpose of the company. You should fundamentally believe in what the company does and really genuinely want to contribute your skills and experience. So that should be your fundamental motivation. Secondly, you need to think about personal liability. And the environment in which boards are operating, the personal liability for directors is only increasing. So in retirement, is this a time in your life that you want to take on that increased personal liability and risk? And of course, peer directors are going to look at you and want to see you actively and diligently involved in the company, and they want to make sure that you're also contributing as much as you possibly can. So is this a time that you want to take on that role? Thirdly, you do need to think about the time commitment. So most boards on average will expect that directors commit about 25 to 35 days per annum. And you can at least double that if you're the chair of a board. So have you got that sort of time in your diary? Then if you're looking at perhaps doing a cruise or maybe jumping in a van and going around Australia, you need to think about how board meetings are spaced and where that's going to fit in with your travel plans. Most boards meet monthly, then there's board committee meetings, then there's stakeholder engagement events. And you want to be involved in those because that's how you're fulfilling your duties of due care and diligence as a director. Your peer directors will be expecting you to do that because they want to get the benefit of you being on the board. And ultimately, the annual report's going to include a table which shows which meetings you're in attendance for. And then finally, if you're looking for a little bit of pocket money in your retirement, boards are perhaps not the best way to fulfill that goal. If it's a not-for-profit board that you're seeking, most not-for-profit boards still don't remunerate their directors. Now, I've talked about the reasons that not-for-profit directors should be remunerated in another vlog, but the reality is most still don't remunerate their directors. If you're looking at a government board or maybe a small to medium private sector board, you're probably looking at about $40,000 to $50,000 per annum in board fees. And of course, as organisations grow in size and complexity and risk, those fees increase, but so does the competition for those board roles. So there's some good reasons, I think, that you should think very carefully about whether sitting on a board is actually a good thing to do in retirement.